제목이랑 저자 말씀하시고 시작 페이지 말씀하신 다음에 낭독 시작해 주시면 됩니다.
셰익스피어의 오셀로입니다. 30페이지. 어떻게 내가 그 아름다운 숙녀의 사랑을 누렸는지, 그리고 그녀가 나의 사랑을 누렸는지. 공작 말하시오 오셀로. 오셀로, 그녀 아버지는 나를 좋아했어. 종종 나를 초대해선 끊임없이 물었습니다. 내 삶의 이야기를. 연도별로 내가 겪은 전투와 공격, 행운과 불운들을 나는 소상히 말해주었어. 소년 시절부터 그가 말하라고 한 그 순간까지의 일들을 말해주었죠. 아주 재앙적인 사건들에 대해. 홍수와 야전에 떠나려 가던 사건들, 절박한 죽음의 요새 틈새를 간발차로 빠져나온 일들, 오만한 적에게 사로잡혀 노예로 팔려간 일, 거기서 빠져나온 일, 그리고 내 여행자 생애 중 했던 일들. 그 얘기에선 광대한 동굴과 황량한 사막들, 거칠은 돌산, 바위들, 그리고 이마가 하늘과 맞닿은 언덕들.
잠시 1분 동안 읽은 페이지에 대해서 한번 설명해 주세요.
예, 이 장면은 지금 오셀로가 자신이 어떻게 해서 그 데스데모나라는 자기의 와이프와 지금 아내가 됐는데 몰래 비밀 결혼을 했거든요. 그 비밀 결혼을 한 데스데모나와 어떻게 이렇게 사랑에 빠지게 됐는지를 설명해 주는 부분입니다. 그래서 이제 공작이 나오는 이유는 지금 회의에 소집이 됐는데 사실은 그 원로위원회에 되게 중요한 브라반치오라는 위원의 딸이에요, 데스데모나가. 그래서 그 데스데모나는 이제 아빠 몰래 결혼을 했고, 거기에 경로한 브라반치오가 이제 이 위원회에 쳐들어와서 이제 설명을 요구하는 그런 장면이죠. 그래서 거기에 대해서 이제 오셀로가 설명하는 그런 장면입니다. 네, 네. 그리고 네.
Okay, let's move to the English page. Page 223. Okay, please start your reading.
How I did thrive in this fair lady's love, and she in mine, Duke. Say it, Othello. Othello. Her father loved me, oft invited me, still questioned me the story of my life, from year to year, the battles, sieges, fortunes that I have passed. I ran it through, even from my boyish days to the very moment that he bade me tell it. Wherein I spoke of most disastrous chances, of moving accidents by flood and field, of hairbreadth escapes in an imminent deadly breach, of being taken by the insolent foe and sold to the slavery, of my redemption thence, and my importance in my travaillous history, wherein of enters vast deserts idle, rough quarries, rocks, and hills whose heads touch heaven.
Thank you for your reading. And in this page, you think what is the important or impressive word?
Well, to put in a few words of this whole page, you can summarize it as the story of my life. Story of my life is in line 129. Still question me the story of my life. So he's basically talking about his story of my life. Actually, this story of my life, his life, goes on 2 more pages. So only the beginning, but I think it has some highlights.
Okay, then please start your explanation.
All right. There are several words, difficult words. Basically, he's talking about his life. And okay, there are some, because he is a general now, there are some words related to war. And in the line 130, the battle sieges. Probably heard of sieges. Sieges is a situation when the other enemies are surrounding a certain place, and there are some more so we'll go through his event. So he had very dramatic moments. I think it'll be very easy to understand if you imagine the movie Gladiator. Yeah, he was a general, but in the beginning he's captured and is started as a slave. So basically the first event he talks about is the moving accidents. So I think he had an accident by flood and field. So actually flood, it means a lot of water especially from the sky, but flood and field basically means just sea and land. So he had many accidents, and he was probably moved by enemies, and he had many events in the sea and the land, and hairbreadth escapes. So that means he escaped very closely. He almost died, and then the breath is very small, yeah, like a hair. So he almost died, but he escaped. Escapes is escape. So in the imminent deadly breach, well, imminent is very urgent, and deadly breach, deadly attack, something like that. Maybe gap. So breach is also a war term. So when the wall is breached, that means the enemies came through that gap. So the enemies almost broke through his wall, and he was almost killed, but he escaped. But he was also taken by the insolent foe. Insolent means proud, very haughty, and he was captured actually. And then what happened to him was he was sold to slavery. So he was sold as a slave, so just like in Gladiator. Then on my redemption. Redemption means, again, he was saved. Probably someone helped him, or he escaped himself. So he was kind of saved. So he was not a slave anymore. And potence. Potence is another difficult word. It means his conduct, his attitude. And I think he began to travel after he was saved, and he was no longer a slave. So he traveled a lot, and travailous. Travailous is another difficult word. Means travailous means a lot of full of events. So he traveled a lot, and he had many things that happened to him. Wherein enters, and where did he travel? Enters vast. Another difficult word. Enter is a cave. So he went into maybe very vast caves, and he also went to desert. Desert idol means empty desert or useless desert. So he traveled in the desert. And he also visited rock quarries. Quarries is a place where you get the rocks, useful minerals, things like that. So, and he visited such places, and he saw a lot of rocks and hills, and hills whose had touched heaven. That means hills were very high. So he got to see a lot of things. So, well, these are very short lines, but I think these are very condensed. And it talks about his life. You can imagine maybe he's kind of making stories up to impress Desdemona, but I'm not sure about it. It's a kind of story inside the story, so it tells you the background of this General Othello.
Can you tell us where they are?
They are in Venice now, and war is coming, and they're having a meeting in the council. Any questions?
Team members, please give your question.
Is the job of Othello traveler?
Sorry?
Is the job of Othello?
Oh, he's now a military general. So he's in charge of Venice army. He was actually higher. He's not from Venice himself. He's a black. He's a Moor. So he's kind of like bought by money to fight for Venice.
How will he become a general?
Well, then to find out, you'll have to read 2 more pages. But I think he showed basically what he did was he showed his talents as a military leader, and I think he like earned his way all the way to the top.
What does ITH mean?
ITH? Where?
Line 136.
136. Ah, okay. So it's a contraction of in the. Yeah, in the. But this plays are basically very poetic. So I don't know how to pronounce it. But they want to like read it this part very fast. They want to like make the lines too long because they have to say it. So good question.
Now, has Othello been married the Desdemona already?
Yeah, they are married already.
Secret marriage.
Yeah, secretly.
So is it revealed that they married by some Desdemona's father found out that they are married.
Yes.
So he got angry. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is counsel. What kind of counsel to punish the Othello or to dispatch Othello to the what? Where is the?
Well, actually, basically, this is war council.
War council.
So the war council calls Othello to, and
where should he get to be dispatched to where?
Yeah. So
where?
yeah, he is supposed to go to fight against Turkey and defend
Osman Turk. Yes.
Osman Turk, this big island. I forgot the name. So basically, this is a war council, but the Brabantio comes to the council and then complains. Actually, they met outside the council, and they were kind of having a fight at that time. At that exact
private things.
Yeah. So basically, Brabantio goes to look for Othello, and they meet, and they're about to fight. Then the council calls them both to the calls the meeting. So they attend the meeting together.
I thought this council is to punish the Othello because he got married, the Desdemona, because Othello is a Moor, is a black guy. So it's not be forbidden right here.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Legally possible.
Yes.
And the Moor person and then the Venetian lady is a white Caucasian. But it's not problem.
Yeah. So I don't think it's cause of any punishment itself.
But just as a father, he disliked it.
Yeah. So he made a complaint. So and the Duke kind of wants to mediate.
But as a general, as a soldier, he's a very prominent guy. So
a lot of talents, a lot of experiences.
Can you make a question, sure? Twin. Any basic question here?
Sorry, actually.
Twin.
Yeah. Ask me. Yeah.
It is very hard to.
Yeah. Any parts you didn't understand?
Why don't you ask him why do you choose this book?
Why you choose this book?
Yes.
Because I think this book is hard.
Yes. Well, it's not easy, but I wanted to read Shakespeare because everyone thinks very highly of him. And I read another Shakespeare before this, The Tempest. It wasn't that difficult, and I liked it. Well, admittedly, it is much more tougher to read and understand, but I still like it. Yeah.
After these books, are you going to keep reading another series of Shakespeare.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So what could it be?
After Othello, maybe Macbeth.
Macbeth.
Yes.
Mm.